time now is 6:45, so let's get a check of your weather with meteorologist Thomas Geboy. And Thomas, we have a lot of weather we need to prepare for today.
Yeah, so as we go through today, things will be calm leading up to our next storm system coming in Thursday into Friday. So our active weather pattern will be sticking around, but at least during the first half of today, you're not going to find too many issues as our skies are mostly on the dry side. We did see a few light lingering snow showers in spots, and there still could be a few flurries in northern San Juan County, but outside of that, we're looking at partly to mostly cloudy skies. However, as we expand the view across the western United States, you can see a lot more clouds and a lot more wet weather on the way from the Pacific coming into California right now, and by tomorrow, that storm system will start to move into our neighborhood. But in the meantime, again, it's a calmer start to the morning, so things are looking a lot better compared to our Monday and Tuesday morning. Here's the view right now, Red Cliffs Lodge in Moab. I mean, it doesn't really get much better than that. You can see some twinkling stars as we're now beginning to get that first little bit of light this morning as we approach sunrise, and a very calm Colorado River where you can even see some of the reflections of the cliffs off in the distance. Really just always such a pretty view. And then here's the view from Ensign Peak looking down into the Salt Lake Valley. Again, nice and calm. We got mostly cloudy skies above, but those calm conditions down below. Temperatures are on the chilly side this morning. It's 25 in Logan, it's 14 in Heber City, 31 degrees in Salt Lake, 25 in Provo. And we're sitting at 37 degrees in St. George. So have that extra layer ready to go, but you would expect that for this time of year. And those daytime highs today will actually be getting close to where they should be for this time of year, if not a little bit above, because we'll actually have a warm front lift north later on today. So along and west of I-15, a slight chance for wet weather. But again, that key word there is a slight chance. East of I-15, looking at mostly dry skies, and across the state outside of any wet weather, we'll be getting partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies again, with those daytime highs just a little bit warmer compared to what we saw yesterday in most spots. Now let's go ahead and begin a 3-day outlook. So as we go through the rest of today into this evening, a warm front lifts north, and it could bring a batch of showers again, that slight chance along and west of I-15. And as we go from this afternoon into this evening, we'll likely see the batch of showers start in southern Utah, possibly making its way into northern Utah. But by the time we get into tomorrow morning, that warm front goes away, and then we're just leading into our next system, which arrives tomorrow. And from tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night, wet weather will spread across the Beehive State, and with a southerly wind out ahead of this system, temperatures will warm up even more. We'll be in the 40s tomorrow along the Wasatch Front. So this is mainly going to be a valley rain and mountain snow event, and that best chance will be again from the second half of Thursday through early on Friday. By Friday afternoon, that system starts to clear, but as the cold front moves through with residual moisture left behind and a northwesterly flow, there will be a chance that we could see some of that rain transition back to snow along the Wasatch Front. Now, our mountains expecting a decent amount of snow. We could see 6 to 12 inches for most mountains. But in our northern Utah valleys, it's unlikely we're going to see any significant accumulations, maybe some minor accumulations down to the valley floors. But I think on our benches, a couple of inches definitely can't be ruled out. Not going to be what we saw over the New Year's Day weekend, but in our mountains, another healthy dose of snow. And in our southern mountains, the National Weather Service has gone ahead and issued a winter storm watch that'll begin tomorrow afternoon. Will continue through Friday morning with 6 to 12 inches likely. And I will not be surprised if we see that winter storm watch also issued for our central and northern mountains. So as we go through today, not expecting much in the way of wet weather. A slight chance again along and west of the I-15 corridor with that warm front lifting northward. And then as we go into Thursday, mainly valley rain and mountain snow, and then possibly we could see just a little bit of snow down to our valley floors as we go throughout the day on Friday as that colder air begins to move in. But in our mountains, another decent dose of snow is on the way. For St. George, we'll have a slight chance for wet weather today, mainly rain with a daytime high of 46, and then a better chance for rain Thursday into early on Friday morning. Daytime highs will be warming back into the low 50s, then calmer for this weekend with overnight lows in the 30s and daytime highs near 50. Then along the Wasatch Front, we'll have a chance later on today, again, just a slight chance, but valley rain and mountain snow likely for our Thursday. We could see that transition back to snow on Friday, mostly calm on Saturday, but this active pattern does look like it's going to be sticking around into next week as we bring back a chance by the time we get into our Monday.